Imagine paying $12,000 for the luxury trip of a lifetime. Private jets, supermodels, white sand beaches, gourmet food. Then you arrive and find disaster tents, soaked mattresses, and panic. This is the true story of how one man sold a dream and delivered a nightmare. In early 2017, the internet exploded with hype for something called the Fyre Festival, a luxury music festival set on a private island in the Bahamas once owned by Pablo Escobar. Influencers, models, and celebrities all promoted it, and behind it all was one man, Billy McFarland, charismatic, confident, and dangerously persuasive. He claimed guests would party with supermodels, stay in oceanfront villas, and watch artists like Major Lazer and Blink-182 perform live. The ads were cinematic. The island looked like paradise. People drained savings, maxed credit cards, and booked flights. But what they didn't know was, it was all a lie. When guests landed on the island, confusion turned into fear. There were no villas, no music stages, no bathrooms, just disaster relief tents left over from a hurricane. Mattresses were soaked from rain. There was no security, no electricity, and no staff. Dinner was 2 slices of bread, a slice of cheese, and a side of despair. If you're watching on TikTok, hit follow for true stories that cut deep. If you're watching on YouTube, subscribe. You won't believe what happens next. As panic spread across the island, guests were stranded without food or water. No one was coming to help. Flights were cancelled. Local Bahamian workers who spent weeks building what they were told was a dream were never paid a cent. One woman spent $50,000 of her own savings feeding abandoned guests. She cried on camera, heartbroken and broke. The entire event was a calculated fraud. Billy McFarland had spent the millions he raised on private jets, luxury suites, and investor parties in New York. He had no permits, no infrastructure, no ability to deliver, and he knew it, but he kept lying, right until the very end. In 2018, McFarland was sentenced to 6 years in prison for wire fraud, after pleading guilty to fraud. He served just 4. Now he's free, and already teasing a Fyre Festival too. But for the people who trusted him, the damage was permanent, because the most expensive thing he stole wasn't money, it was trust.